Welcome students. Once again, today our lecture or the class is for international system of units because you are learning the basic concepts of physics, the basic foundations of the physics. First of all, you have started with definition of the physics, branches of physics. Then after branches of physics, you have studied about the uses of physics in our daily life. What are the applications of the physics in our life? Then you have studied during the next third slide that have video you people have studied about physical quantities. Now today fourth one class is fourth lesson is for international system of units. And what will be the sequence to understand the international system of units? Let's see. This is the sequence. Standardize, standardizing units, farmer unit systems, existing unit system, and then we will go for base unit and derive units. First of all, we will discuss about what's the purpose, what's the reason why some unit system is required, what's the main importance, what's the requirement so that we need to standardize the system of the units. You know, we are living in this universe. We from one country to another country, there are some trades, and trades are interlinked with the countries. You are purchasing something from the other country, they are also getting something from the your country. This is called export and import. You are importing some items, and you are also at the same time you have to export some items for your survival. So it needs to have a standard type of the unit system. So let's start from the standardizing unit, comparing the quantity with the benchmark result in accurate measurement in our daily life. This is the main purpose. What's the purpose? Comparing the unit quantity with the benchmark results in the accurate measurement in daily life. So it makes our life easier. It makes our life more and more comfortable so that each and every person living one corner of the world to the other corner of the world can understand the measurement. Former units of what were the former units of unit system? Unit systems, that is meter, kilogram, second, it is MKS system. Then it is centimeter, gram, and second, it is second system, that is CGS system. In CGS system, length was measured with centimeter, mass was measured in grams, and second time was measured in second. But in MKS again, MKS system, uh, length was measured in meter, distance was um, mass was measured in kilogram, and time was measured in second. The third one, the farmer unit, that is foot, pound, and second. Length was measured in foot, mass was measured in pound, and the time was measured in second. So these were the former system of the units used by our elders, by our ancestors. Now the existing system unit nowadays, that is System International, and System International is shortly written as SI. New system adopted in 1960s in 11th General Conference on Weight and Measurement in Paris. It was decided in 1911th General Conference in 1960 in Paris. So this, what are the base units? Base units are the units that describes base quantities. These are 7 in numbers, like we have seen. What are the base quantities? The units of base quantities are basically base units, and these are 7. Look, length, SI, System International. Length, it is written with L, is measured in meter, and its symbol is small m. Similarly, mass, it is written with small m. Its unit is kilogram. It's written with kg. And time, its symbol is t. Name is second, and it's written with a small s. Temperature, its unit is, its symbol is capital T, and its unit is Kelvin, and it's written with K. Now, electric current, it is written with I symbol. Now the name is ampere and the symbol is A. These are different types of the symbols used to represent, to show the units of the physical quantities. Now this next one is intensity of light. It's represented, its symbol is air, Its L and name is candela. It is written with CD, amount of substance. You have also studied, and if not, you will study in chemistry as well. It's written with small n. Its name is mole, and its symbol is MOL. These are the 7 units. If you want to note it down, you are most welcome to note for your future to remember it. Whenever you will revise, it will be more easier for you to revise it with a comfortable. Now, the next is, so these are the different types of the units and sub-units. If you see length, it's first meter, standard unit is 39.37. Similarly, 1 centimeter is 0.01 meter, and 1 millimeter is 1.1 centimeter, and it's 0.001 meter. And then if it's kg, kilometer, sorry, if it's 1000 meter, and in miles it is 0.61. It will help you to understand for your future. Now if it's time, then the unit of time is second. It's standard unit. 1 minute at 60 second, 1 hour at 60 minute, and 60 multiply with 60, you will be getting 3600. And one day has 24 hours, and how much seconds you will convert it, then you will get 86400 seconds. Now the mass its standard unit is kgs, its other unit is gram, and in 1 gram there are 0.001 kgs. 1 milligram, it has 0.001 grams, and zero point zero zero again 001 kgs. 1 kilogram corresponds to 0.21 pounds, in the sense that the weight of 1 kilogram is 2.21 pounds at sea level. So these are the basic detail for length, time, and mass, which will help you for your future to come. Now, what are the system international? Let's see. System international is, and then these were the units used in SI. Then it's derived units, terms of derived unit. What are the derived units? Simplest concept of derived unit is that these units are obtained by multiplying and dividing the base units. Like you are calculating area of any substance, area of anything, that you are multiplying length with length. Length is base, other one is length, that is also base. You are multiplying one quantity with the other, and you are getting the area. Area is basically derived unit, meter square. And if you multiply 3 times a base quantity, again you are getting volume, and volume unit is meter cube. So the types of the units which are obtained by multiplying and dividing the base quantities or the base units are called derived units. They may be simply one unit divided by another, or they may be in the complex form, that is the density, mass divided by volume. So these are the different types of the examples which are for the derived units. Basically, derived units are described in terms of base units, but the simplest concept to understand is these are obtained by multiplying and dividing the base units. So these are some examples. If you see volume, speed, the unit is meter per second. Meter, one base. It is divided by another unit, base, that is time. Then it becomes a derived unit. If you see similarly another example, acceleration, its unit is meter per second scale. You see 1 meter is base. Other one, time, is also a base. One unit is divided with the other unit. So you are getting a derived unit. Similarly, if you see the unit of volume, it's cubic meter. You are multiplying 3 times length, then you are getting meter cube. So one time it was base. When you are multiplying 3 times, it becomes a derived. And similarly, its force, the unit of force is Newton. Pressure, the unit of force is pressure is Pascal. And density, its unit is kg per meter cube. Charge, its unit is coulomb, because charge is calculated by using current flowing per unit time. So it is also deriving, you are deriving one unit base unit with the other unit. So this was the concept of international system of units. What you have done, you have started from the first sequence. And that is what's the purpose why you need to standardize the units. Farmer unit system, we have seen These are the three farm system. Then we discussed System International, which was introduced in 1960s. Then you have seen the examples of base units. After looking at the examples of base units, you have seen how the base units are having standard units and other subunits. Then you have discussed about derived units and examples of the derived units. And then if you uh, go through some of the examples, then you may be asked to find the quantities involved each of the following derived quantities, that is speed, volume, force, and work. Estimate your age in second. This is your assignment to do. I thank you very much for this, for your patience.